They call this place The Rock. M.M. Roberts Stadium in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. An overcast day setting the stage for this one. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Well, guys, Southern Miss has turned to a proven leader as their new head coach. Blake Anderson is back in the saddle again as a head coach after stints at Utah State and Arkansas State. He's bounced around as a coordinator, but he is back as the boss, and he is a coach that is able to build good culture and find ways to win. He has been successful in this role before. We'll see if he can do that again here at Southern Miss. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Southern Miss's offense who will have the football first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Hits inside, it's Briggs. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Looking for running room. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still scoreless here after this offense has dominated time of possession. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a man. It's Hampton. Unloads to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So NC State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And now here comes C.J. Bailey. His first order of business, manage the game and don't get them behind the sticks.
It's been kind of fun to follow these different universities across the country that they find their guys, right? Like their fit. It's not always the five-star guy, but they find their quarterback, and you're like, man, that guy's really, really good. Like, where did they find him? He came out of nowhere, so Palmer. This is a school, a program that is going to find those QBs. It just might be sometimes the guys that are off the beaten path a little bit more and not as highly recruited.
Yeah, not necessarily a national championship perennial power year in, year out, but you're right. They always seem to find a gunslinger back there. And they lose games, but they're going to go down swinging, and they're going to lose shootouts because they light up the scoreboard. They've got another gunslinger in this offense this year.
Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down to the air. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide right, it's Snow. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
The Golden Eagles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Sells the run, looking to pass. Between the hashes, it's Snow. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Three periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the fourth. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Perhaps duck shoes would be appropriate here as he comes out in the rain to try to win the game. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Absolutely center cut. And it has been a defensive struggle to say the least, but finally scoring. We've got a field goal on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. Back to throw, it's Hampton. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.